Ask that everyone could please mute their phones unless they're speaking. I will also ask Mr. Davenport's going to kind of walk through the procedure for today, since we are doing this by phone, to make sure that thank you. Ensure that folks that are listening in know who might be speaking. So, Counselor?
Mr. Chair, I would like to suggest that we take roll first.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So, roll call of commissioners.
Commission Chair Benton.
Present.
Commission Vice Chair Holton.
Here.
Commission Vice Chair Boygan. Commissioner Ager.
Here.
Commissioner Hawkins.
Here.
Commissioner Jolly.
Here.
Commissioner Overturf. Commissioner Randall.
Here.
Commissioner Walk.
Here.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Now, would you like to go over the procedure for today?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is Assistant Attorney General Kyle Davenport. I just had a brief discussion with the chair in advance of the meeting, and since we are most of us on the telephone today, I'd like to suggest that in order to make a good record that we be somewhat formal in how we speak today. If the commissioners, if you could please first unmute your phones and then ask Mr. Chair Benton for permission to speak, and then he'll recognize you by name. And I realize it might slow things down a little bit, but we've got people listening in, and I'd like to make a good record today. So that's my suggestion. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Counselor. Next item on the agenda.
Public comment? I don't believe we have anyone signed up.
Okay, so
next would be the consent agenda.
all right. And I believe what we need to request is if there are any potential conflicts of interest or other things that might come up, such that one or more of the commissioners would need to recuse themselves from one or more of the items. Commissioner Holton, are you there?
Yes, Chair, I need to recuse myself from Group F.
Okay, so the chair recognized Commissioner Holton and has requested to recuse himself from Group F. Are there any other potential conflicts of interest or recusals? Therefore, we will separate Group F from the rest. So this would be groups A through F, or A through E, I'm sorry, A through E. And at this point, the chair would recognize someone who would like to make a motion, unless there's any other discussion or concerns about the groups A through E.
Mr. Chair, this is Bill Hawkins.
Okay, the chair recognizes Commissioner Hawkins.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the consent agenda group items, Group A through Group E.
Thank you, Commissioner Hawkins. Is there a second?
Commissioner Holton seconds.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Holton, who seconds the motion of approval of the consent agenda items groups A through E. Any discussion? If not, are we prepared to vote?
Commissioner, Mr. Chair, may I make a suggestion? This is
Yes.
Thank you. Assistant Attorney General Kyle Davenport, I've suggested to Ms. Prine, our hearings manager, that given that everyone is on the telephone, that for all our votes today, it's probably prudent to take a roll call vote.
I was just going to ask that. So, thank you. You're
Commission Chair.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
The motion has been to approve groups A through E with a second.
And that's on the consent agenda?
Yeah. Commission Chair Benton.
Aye.
Commission Vice Chair Holton.
Aye.
Commissioner Ager.
Aye.
Commissioner Hawkins.
Aye.
Commissioner Jolly.
Aye.
Commissioner Randall.
Aye.
Commissioner Walk.
Aye.
The motion carries. Unanimous vote. That was to approve the consent agenda items groups A through E. We'll now continue on with the consent agenda item group F. And noting that Commissioner Holton will recuse himself from this item, the chair will entertain a motion to approve group F.
Mr. Chair, this is Commissioner Hawkins. I'd like to make a motion that we approve consent agenda item Group F.
Commissioner Hawkins, the chair recognizes Commissioner Hawkins, who has made a motion to approve consent agenda item group F. Is there a second?
Commissioner Jolly, second.
And the chair recognizes Commissioner Jolly, who has made a motion, has seconded the motion to approve consent agenda item group F. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, are we prepared to vote? If so, we would again request a vote by roll call.
This is a vote to approve the motion for consent agenda Group F. Commission Chair Benton.
Aye.
Commissioner Ager.
Aye.
Commissioner Hawkins.
Aye.
Commissioner Jolly.
Aye.
Commissioner Randall.
Aye.
Commissioner Walk.
Aye.
Okay. We have a quorum and sufficient votes. The motion carries. And consent agenda item group F is approved. Looking at our agenda, I believe the next item on the list is adjournment. So the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Chair, this is Commissioner Hawkins. I make a motion that we adjourn our meeting.
The chair recognizes
Holton, seconds.
Commissioner Hawkins made a motion. Commissioner Holton seconds. We adjourn the meeting. Thank you for your expeditious motion. At this point, I think we can pass on the voice vote. We can just do this on a voice vote. All in favor of adjourning our hearing, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We are adjourned. For those in the audience, thank you very much for coming this afternoon. And that's one of the fastest hearings I think we've ever had.
I know.
On behalf of the operators whose applications were approved today, thank you very much for holding this special meeting.
I second that. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I just want to take a second to say thank you to the commissioners for convening for this special meeting. Appreciate the extra time and effort that it took. It'll make staff's job much easier getting ready for December. So thanks a lot.
Thank you all. I hope you have a good rest of your week and hope for a little more snow for skiing.
Don't we get lunch?
Yeah, don't you see your box lunch?
and it's on the table.